Our political reporter Rick Albin in studio with a look at the next step now in the political process, Rick.
Well, there is the $1.2 billion question, the next step. Nobody's exactly sure what it's going to look like, but you can bet for Republicans, initially at least, it will not involve revenues, taxes. And that may mean cuts that are uncomfortable even for one of their own.
We have to be careful that we don't harm other people at the expense of solving this problem, too.
Governor Rick Snyder reacting to my question about going with a cuts-only plan to raise money for road repair, which would almost certainly mean no Democratic support. Not only that, he says it would be hard to get there. Is there $1.2 billion that can be found in existing revenues or by changing the tax code, or is that just a dream?
$1.2 billion would be a huge amount to find.
He still prefers a use tax. Think more gas taxes or registration fee increases. It isn't that Republicans in control of both of the Senate and the House are ruling out raising taxes. Are revenues off the table entirely?
I would say not. I say everything's on the table.
I think we have to be willing to consider revenues.
It is just that they don't want to start there. And it's unclear just how much support they could round up for a tax increase, in the House particularly. But what about passing any package in that big 110-person body?
There's a renewed commitment. The people last night did not say, don't fix the roads.
Whatever is next may take a while, and there's no guarantee that a plan that generates $1.2 billion can be crafted and approved. But for now, leadership says they'll try. The Senate Majority Leader captured the complexity of what they're trying to accomplish.
And I think the public has said, we don't like this. We know they need to be fixed, but we want you to figure it out. And by the way, we don't want to pay for them, and we don't want our services cut. So figure it out.
Figure it out. Sounds easy? Won't be. Speaker Cotter will likely roll out his package of cuts and redirected funds first, maybe next week. Perhaps the big question is, will Republicans find a plan that Democrats can support, or will Democrats let the Republicans own the potholes going into the next election? Here's a taste of what one local Democrat told us today about cuts, taxes, and what's next.
First of all, I think we need to understand that we do need new revenue in order to fund the roads. The idea that you're going to be able to find $1.2 billion, $1.3 billion every year out of the existing state budget going forward to fund roads is frankly preposterous.
Another area where Democrats will likely differ with Republicans is where new tax money would come from, if it does at all. Dillon says, for example, corporations need to pay up. Republicans, as you heard the governor say, are more interested in a use tax for everyone. This is far from over. In many ways, it's just getting started, Brian.